introduction and basics of Tableau, we'll start first with what is the need of visualization. Then we'll go through what is Tableau and the responsibilities of a Tableau developer and so on. So first, let's see why do we need data visualization. So as of now, around the world, every second, millions of data are created. Means whenever you write a post on Facebook, whenever you comment on someone's pic on Instagram, whenever you like someone's comment on LinkedIn, or no matter which social networking site you are using, whether you are surfing, commenting, expressing your gratitude to someone's post or liking or disliking those posts, every second we are creating millions of amounts of data, and they can be from structured or unstructured format. So if the data is belonging to an organization, like if the data is in the form of an Excel sheet or in the form of a database or in any other form which is quite managed by the organizations, that can be termed as structured data. Now if the data is coming from unstructured sources like social networking sites like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, that data is considered unstructured data. Then if you have data of the machines communicating to each other, means sometimes when you are performing online transactions, then basically your systems machine and the server at the bank's location, they are interacting with each other, and they are interacting in the form of some encrypted language that is known as machine to machine encryption language. So that is also a huge amount of data which is generated. Then you have got logs. Means if in an IT company you'll get error logs, some of the requests which you send for supposedly connecting to a server, or if you are performing some online transactions, all those online transaction logs are created. So all of this data creates a data lake. So you can see that every second you are creating millions of amount of data. So every second around the globe, trillions of amount of data is created, and we need something to make sense out of this data, because we have got this such a huge amount of data which has got everything from an individual's behavior to their opinion. Means whenever you comment about some product online, or whenever you are arguing with someone on a platform, we basically can evaluate your behavior, your likes and dislikes based on the comments you give to someone's post, based on the pictures you like, based on the products you surf online. So all of that data is quite interesting, and it's quite useful for us as a company if we have to launch a new product, or if we have to evaluate your behavior as an individual. So this huge amount of data lake can be used by the organizations for various kinds of purposes, like introducing new products or enhancing their existing products. So this data lake is quite useful, and companies require this to decide their product strategies, to decide their marketing strategies, to decide what kind of people live in what region of the world and what kind of products can be pitched to them so that there are maximum sales. So this is the power of data, and that is why we need tools like Tableau and other BI tools to make sense out of this immense amount of data. And you understand one thing, when you see large amount of data, whenever data is shown to you in the form of table, it is not appealing, but if it is shown to you in the form of graphs, it is very appealing to you. So that's why we use visualization tools like Tableau and others. So just to give you an overview, around the world, around 2.5 quintillion bytes of data is produced every day, as we discussed. And then with so much of data, it is becoming increasingly difficult for us to manage it. And for a single person to see through these lines day by day, it's not possible. Means if I'm an individual, and if I plan that I would go through each of these lines individually and make some sense out of that, that is not possible, because that is too much time consuming, and even humans have some limit. If you are a human, you can read maybe 100 or 1,000 lines a day and make sense out of that, but more than that, it's not human capability. So this is the point where we introduce machine learning algorithms, machine learning and BI tools. So this data profilation can be managed as part of data science process known as data visualization. Means making sense out of this immense amount of data, and this data in the form of unstructured or structured format, taking this data and making some sense out of that using graphs and charts. So data visualization is basically, it's a technique to communicate the insights from the data through visual representation. It distills large sets into visual graphics, as we discussed as of now, and it helps in easy understanding of the complex relationship between data. So this is why for such huge amount of data lake, to make sense out of such huge amount of data, we use our data visualization tools like Tableau. So if I talk about the process, after the data is collected from all these sources like various social and professional networking sites like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or maybe from structured data like office databases, and data logs from transactional data and machine to machine data of the machines interacting with each other. All this data is collected first, and then it is processed, means you try to find out some pattern in this data, and you find to build up a model which help you forecast or predict the values for future. So you process that data and you create a model out of that. Means if I've got a data of someone's interest on a particular product, if I have got a data of a group of people liking the page of McDonald's, then I'll be able to analyze that what group of age group of people in which country, which location like their burgers, and what location of the people, what kind of people in which part of the world do not like their burgers. So based on that, I can easily predict that if McDonald's opens a store in one particular country, it's going to be a huge success. And if the same McDonald's opens an outlet in some other kind of company or some other kind of country, then the products and the sales of McDonald's are not going to be that good. So using the data, we can predict such kind of things, the sales in various outlets. Now once we have collected the data, modeled it, did the predictions, now we need something to share this data to the end user in an effective manner. Now if I have predicted something and I share it to the CEO or CXO levels in the form of tables, then it will be quite hectic for them to understand, and moreover the people at that level don't have that much of time to go through each row of the data you have predicted. So for them to easily understand your data, you must represent your data to them, you must share your data to them in visual form, because visual form of data is quite appealing, and visualizations catch the eye of people very easily. So maybe if using visualization, you can show them that the sales of McDonald's is going to be good in developing countries and less in underdeveloped countries. So the management of that company can easily decide that they should not open an outlet in underdeveloped countries as of now. I mean, it can just be a decision. Means using our visualizations, such kind of decisions can be taken up by the CEO or CXO levels of McDonald's. So this was just an example. So this is the power of data visualization. And now since we have understood that why do we need data visualization, now let's go further and see